to get to the end of a 2.5-day event like this has been and hear such incredible energy after 2.5 days of meetings. That's a good sign, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
So has it been worth your while?
Yes.
Absolutely. Who's excited about the direction that we're taking here with the...
Yes.
I truly believe, ladies and gentlemen, that we have really liberated you more than ever before to secure for yourself, as Rick was talking about, your freedom. I want you to know that your future is as strong as your faith. Yeah, and that is not just a nice piece of alliteration, but it's really true. If you want to have a secure and solid future, you need to have a sure and solid faith in where you're going, in what you're doing, and to team up with those that are like-minded. It has been said many times, if you want to know what kind of person you'll be in 5 years' time, look around you and see the five people that you spend the majority of your time with. And that'll give you an indication of what kind of person you'll become. You know, we experience this osmosis, don't we, where we kind of radiate and receive energy and feelings and personality traits from those around us. And it's important that way that as we secure our faith, that we surround ourselves with faithful people. Yeah, and that's one of the great strengths that we have here in Nikken, is that we can do that. That's one of the reasons that we come together at these events, so that we can rub off on each other. Yeah? That's what we want to do. We want to rub off on each other a little bit. I want you to know these last couple of days that you have rubbed off tremendously on me. And I'm really grateful for that. One of the great things that I love about being in Nikken is the people that I get to be with. Very quickly, I fell in love with the field, and I'm so grateful for the purposes, the cause that you have as you reach out to change your lives, to change those around you, and to really strive to have a better experience in this world. You know, the driving purpose of every human being, I believe, is to experience joy. Yeah, and joy is something deeper than happiness. Happiness can be fleeting, and happiness can sometimes be found in the wrong things. But joy is something different. To me, joy is something that goes deep into your heart. It's found with happiness, yes, but it has peace as a part of that. And peace doesn't just come from your circumstances, it also comes from your conscience. I've seen people that have had wonderful financial circumstances, but haven't made good choices and don't have peace of conscience. And yet there are people like Rick Murphy who have been out in the battlefield, but live with their conscience clean and can be on the front line of battle and have peace. There's a difference there, isn't there? I heard a frightening story not that long ago from a leader in Nikken who shared his experience with me. He'd done very well in Nikken, and I think in his heyday, he'd made about $20,000 a month was kind of his commission check. That's a good check. And he was a diamond distributor. And he said he was trying to get his head around these changes that we were making and being customer driven and focused on kind of helping people, as Rick was explaining before, that the rank and file in the business to have a better experience, a more profitable experience. And he said, he says, when I was making $20,000 a month, he says, I was made to feel embarrassed by that check. He said his leader, his upline, who was not been with the company for many years, he said he'd go to meetings and they'd be asked to show their checks. How much are you making? Show the check. And he'd show his check for $20,000 a month, which was something to, I think, would be a great check, something to be proud of. And this leader would say, in response, that's my credit card bill. Yeah, that's my credit card bill. He says, and what we were taught was, this is just going to keep on coming, so keep on spending. Show people what you've got. Yeah? And as a consequence, we've had people who have had tremendous experience in Nikken forced into a situation of great anxiety because they all got blown. Is that sad?
Yes.
That's tragic. That's tragic. One of the things that I want to really, well, we've not touched on this in any of the messages that I've given over the course of this weekend, but a critical part of this principle of freedom. We've all got liberty, but not everyone has freedom, as Jeff was saying. That was such an incredibly profound message, Rick. It really was. In order to have freedom, you want to have choices. And we cannot spend tomorrow's opportunities today. We don't know what tomorrow brings. Yeah? If we want to have freedom, one thing that I want to champion, one thing I want to include in Nikken University, in the online trainings, is how to get out of debt.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That helps people experience freedom. Yeah? I'm the president of Nikken, and as you might expect, a president does get a good salary. Yeah? I don't say that to boast, I say that to highlight I drive a Toyota. Why? Because I don't like debt. I pay cash. I've got no debt. I have a mortgage on my house in England, which we still own, but we've got an awful lot of equity in that house. I could sell that house and live mortgage free if I chose. And I'm 40 years old. That gives freedom. If anything went wrong with my circumstances, I'm 40 years old and I don't have to worry. Why? Because I've always lived within my means. We've always put aside, we've always saved, we've always stayed out of debt, and we've always secured for ourselves our future. That's such a blessing. It gives me such peace of mind to know that I'm not trapped by my current situation, that I can do anything I want because I've not gotten myself into debt. I would encourage everyone, as we all work together, to let's have a goal, not just to earn money in Nikken through the business plan, but to learn how to save it, to learn how to spend it wisely, to learn how to get out of debt, and to learn how to help others to do the same. That is freedom. That's the financial pillar. The financial pillar isn't making money, it's learning how to use it wisely. Yeah? That's what it's all about. So we're thrilled that we can have a business environment here for you where someone that is brand new can come in and make a few $100. There's someone that can work a little bit harder, do 2 to 3 hours a day, like that story that I think has caught everyone's attention. Nadine, who's a stay-at-home mom, Silver, doing 2 to 3 hours a day, making $5,000 a month. And her goal for this year, if you've listened to that story, just keep making $5,000 a month. She's not thinking of rank advancements. She's thinking $5,000 a month allows me to work from home as a mom for a couple of hours and allows my husband to work part-time. She's looking at lifestyle and being wise with what she makes. That is freedom. For me, I want us to focus less on pen and more on substance. I want to make sure that people have a meaningful experience in getting income in their pocket straight away, but also get taught how to be wise with what they make. We can have a wonderful experience, but if I can't put food on my table and a roof over my head, then I've not been smart. Yeah? That my experience has been compromised there. We need to change that. Live within our means. And if I'm struggling right now, then we need to tighten our belts, roll up our sleeves, and take the necessary steps to get out of debt. And if it means getting a part-time job or another job, then we do that, and there's nothing wrong with that. I had someone that I worked with a number of years back who worked for a different company, full-time in the business, and he was making about 1,500 euros a month. And he came to me stressed and frustrated and anxious, like I was talking about last night. Anxious, because his income wasn't enough just to provide for himself. And I said, the best advice I can give you is get a job. And that's not contrary advice. In other network marketing companies, I might say, well, go out there and work harder. Well, that's going to take time to get $1,500 a month up to $5,000 a month if you don't have this type of business model. Yeah? Go out and get a job. That's okay. Work this part-time. Don't quit on your dreams. Don't turn your back on this. Keep working it. Reprioritize your schedule and look after your family. Yeah? And then grow out from there. But you've got to start where you're standing. Don't try to start running from over there, because you can't. You're standing here. So ladies and gentlemen, I want us, as we work together and we focus on the financial pillar, to understand how we can help each other get out of debt, stay out of debt, and be financially independent, because we're not burdened or shackled to anyone else. That's our goal, that's our mission. I want to say thank you so much for letting me be here with you all over the course of this weekend. We're going to spend a lot of time together. My schedule is frighteningly getting busy. I sat down this morning, just quick point to conclude, I've been told to start. I sat down this morning, I thought I've got to put some rules in place in regards to my mentoring. And that if people want to be mentored with me, I'm going to have to prioritize. Because whoever I mentor, my focus is get results. Yeah, I want to be as loving and as kind as I can, but I need to say no to some people. I'm going to have to prioritize because I can't spread myself so thin that no one gets the best of me. Yeah. So my focus is to help make sure that whoever I partner with in that mentoring process, we're focused on getting results. Results. That's the objective. So I'm going to have to put some criteria in place there to manage my schedule so that my wife knows that she still has a husband.
Yes.
And I hope you can appreciate that prioritization. But the critical thing is we're going to do this together, and the critical part of this, of course, is we show others with our results how this business moves forward. How do we fix the culture? We bring loads of new people in and show them what is here today. Not what was here 20 years ago, what is here today. Yeah? I've heard since the dawn of time in my experience in networking, stories about history and the backdrop to what we've currently got in every organization I've worked in. Isn't that interesting? In every organization. I worked in Amway, the biggest, people go, wouldn't it be great to have $12 billion in sales like them? Do you know how many complaints I got from people there about the history, the background? You need to understand this background, what happened here, this relationship. It goes on everywhere. Let's put it behind us. Let's live in the moment. Let's move forward to a bright future, debt-free, happy, joyful, abundant lives together. Thank you very much.